Yo, what is going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to share with you every single food item that I bought from Trader Joe's grocery store for my 8-week shredding diet, and I'm also going to give you the exact formula for you to figure out how many grams of protein, how many grams of carbs, and how many grams of healthy fats that you need to eat to burn body fat, not lose muscle mass, and keep that training intensity really high when you're going on a shredding diet.
You ain't got no gains. You ain't lift no weights.
So over the next 8 weeks, I'm going to be preparing for my first NPC physique contest. So I really want to dial in my training, my macros, and it all starts in the kitchen. So first things first, let's figure out exactly how many grams of protein, carbs, and healthy fats we need to consume. So I got my little cheat sheet right here. And if you guys have any questions at all how to figure this out for your exact goals and where you're currently at, your body weight, your metabolism, your age, all that good stuff, let me know in the comments below. But for me personally, I have a pretty fast metabolism, and this is what I know works best for my body. So protein, you want to take your current weight. So for me, I'm 200 pounds right now. You want to take your current weight and multiply it by 1.1. So I'm doing 220 grams of protein. For carbohydrates, you want to take your current weight and multiply it by 1.3. So I'm 200 pounds, I'm taking 200 times 1.3. That is 260 grams of carbohydrates. Now, healthy fats, you guys don't need a ton of healthy fats. As long as you have 15 to 20% of your total calories coming from fats, you're gonna have high testosterone levels as long as you keep that training intensity really high and you lift really heavy. So for me personally, I'm doing 60 grams of fat. And most of my fat, as you're about to see, is gonna come from really high testosterone sources, things like organic eggs, olive oil, and hemp seeds. So we're gonna dial in our healthy fats from really healthy sources. And I know you're probably wondering, 260 grams on a shredding diet. Guys, carbohydrates are not the enemy. Being over your caloric maintenance level is the enemy on a shredding diet. But for me, the worst thing in the world that I can do is completely eliminate carbohydrates because my training intensity is gonna suck, my strength is gonna go down, I'm gonna start to lose muscle mass, and I'm not gonna burn fat any faster from eliminating carbohydrates. There is no study in the history of mankind that shows that you burn fat faster by eliminating carbohydrates. In fact, there was a doctor one time, he had all of his calories come from, I think it was Diet Coke and Twinkies and protein shakes. And he lost a ton of weight because he was under that caloric maintenance number. So if your caloric maintenance is say 3,000 calories and you have 2,000 calories of all bread, 100% carbs, you're gonna lose weight really fast. But obviously, the goal if you're watching this channel is you wanna be shredded and aesthetic. So you wanna make sure you have enough protein and enough carbs and enough healthy fats to really dial in your training intensity, not lose muscle mass, keep the hormones and testosterone really high. So let me show you exactly what I picked out here. I'm gonna separate it from, I got my proteins, my carbs, and my healthy fats. I'm gonna show you all my supplements as well. So first things first is, since we're keeping our fat relatively low, I'm going with really lean protein. So I'm doing the 99% ground turkey. So I got 2 of the 99% ground turkeys, 100 grams of protein in 1 container. This stuff has so much protein, it's got L-tryptophan in it, so really good for recovery and also helping you sleep at night as well. And Trader Joe's is awesome because this stuff is only like $6.50 at Trader Joe's. So I got chicken breast tenderloins. This entire bag was only $6.50. And this is going to give me 260 grams of protein. So when you talk about how cheap, like the cheapest source of protein, this is dirt cheap right here. And like I said, trying to keep the fat content really low, only 15 grams of fat in this entire container. And last but not least, and this is some salmon. I'm probably gonna stay away from salmon. This is my girlfriend's salmon that she insisted on buying. So this is the salmon. As you can see, it's got 20 grams of fat. So on the shredding diet, I wanna keep my carbs a little bit higher. I wanna keep my fat low. So things like salmon and avocado and almond butter, the fat really adds up. So I'm actually staying away from all 3 on my shredding diet. But what I did pick up is some 99% fat-free turkey breast tenderloins. So these are gonna be really delicious. I'm gonna season them up with, where'd that seasoning go? Gonna try this everything but the bagel seasoning. Got a little bit of sodium and pepper and garlic and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna use this seasoning for pretty much all of my proteins. And then during my workouts and post-workout, I use this stuff. This stuff tastes really good on Amazon. It's only about 32 bucks. Zero carb Isopure banana cream. no carbs, 1 gram of fat, really clean protein source. So I use this intra-workout because getting in 220 grams of protein can be kind of tough on a busy schedule. So sometimes in the morning I'll have this, or sometimes either during or post-workout. So I would say on any given day, I get in another 50 to 60 grams of protein from the white isolate. Now moving on to the carbohydrates. Now my carbohydrates on my shredding diet all have a purpose. I either do 2 forms of carbohydrates. I do high electrolyte carbohydrates, things like bananas, things like even like electrolyte fluids, things like kombucha right here. These all have a lot of electrolytes because when you're on a caloric deficit and you're training with intensity, you want to make sure that you don't deplete those electrolytes. I actually had my muscle like kept on twitching the other night because I was training really intensely, and I kind of dehydrated myself through because of a few different reasons. So you want to make sure your electrolytes are fairly high. So I choose high electrolyte carbs and also slow digesting carbs. So my carbohydrates of choice are brown rice, and you got to be careful because the carbs do add up quick on rice. So I'm doing brown rice. I'm also doing gluten-free brown rice pasta. These are probably the 2 most carb-dense things that I eat. And then in the morning, I do steel-cut oats. So these are all really low-fat carbohydrate choices as well. I do steel-cut oats, and then my electrolyte carbs, bananas loaded with potassium. I'll do these, and then pineapple. Absolutely love pineapple. It really helps with my sweet tooth craving, and it helps your body digest protein. It's got bromelain in it that helps your body digest protein. So I'll try to do pineapple a few times throughout the day on the shredding diet. And like I said, I love kombucha. It's got natural probiotics, it's got electrolytes, tastes really good, helps kind of crave that, helps me curb my sugar and soda craving. And then 2 more. Like I was saying, I love electrolyte filled carbs. We got chocolate coconut water. This stuff is so good right here. Really high in potassium and magnesium. And then the X factor, we got carrot juice. I just love carrot juice. It's really sweet, really healthy for you. Loaded with vitamin A. So carrot juice is another essential. Okay, so we covered the protein, we covered the carbohydrates. Now it's time to get into the healthy fat, the supplements, and the X factors on the shredding diet. So my healthy fats consist of organic eggs, because remember, I'm cutting my fats to about, I think it came out to 22% of my total calories. So I want to make sure that my fats do come from really quality sources. They're gonna help boost my testosterone, keep my hormone levels really high. So my fats come from a byproduct of eating organic eggs. And they also come from hemp seeds. Now hemp seeds are one of the highest omega-3 foods in the world. Definitely recommend you eat a lot of hemp seeds on your shredding diet. They have 13 grams of fat for every 3 tablespoons. So I'll do about 2 to 3 tablespoons of this. And then once in a great while, I'll do Brazil nuts and raw almonds as well. And then my other source of fat comes from a little bit of olive oil. And I'll sometimes do coconut oil. And once in a great while, I'll do peanut butter and almond butter. And then for my cooking spray, I'll just do some fat-free coconut oil spray. Doesn't really add much of anything, just a healthy alternative to putting a bunch of olive oil or coconut oil on a frying pan. Now, getting into the X factors, I love green tea. It is an awesome metabolism boosting drink, so I try to drink a lot of green tea. And then at night, what I do is I make these little salads that have a combination of, we got cabbage, we got organic broccoli, and spinach leaves. So these combine to give you really high like anti-estrogen levels, and they contain something called DIM, which helps remove estrogen from your body, and it really helps you shred up. So I'll do one of these salads. I'll do a little bit of like turkey or chicken on top of them and a bunch of lemon juice. And it's basically like my salad that helps keep me full. It removes bad estrogen from my body, and it has hardly any calories. It's literally like a negative calorie salad because it takes more energy to digest all of the fiber in the broccoli and the cabbage than the amount of calories actually in the food. So it's a really delicious negative calorie salad. And then I'll put a tiny bit of pineapple as well. So I'll do like a little bit of pineapple and lemon juice in those greens. And I'll tell you what, if you guys just do that every single night, even if you're not following a shredding diet, you guys are gonna be really ripped. So I know you guys wanna get into the supplements. Now, I'm kind of finishing up on this pre-workout. This stuff is really good, it's really strong, mesomorph. The only problem is your body gets adjusted to it and you start to crash really bad from it. And if you have it too many days in a row like me, you just stop feeling it. So I'm probably not gonna do this for too much of my cut. This flavor is kind of weird, it's tutti frutti flavored. So got the mesomorph tutti frutti. And then what else do we have here? Oh, I also do ZMA at night. I'm big on electrolytes, zinc, magnesium, and vitamin B6. Definitely got to get your electrolytes in, so I highly recommend ZMA for recovery. And then I'll do super enzymes for just overall digesting my protein and my carbs and my healthy fats. And then I'll do this too. It's really good for your joints when you're lifting heavy on a cutting diet. I'll do some grass-fed collagen. Pick this up on Amazon for about 20 bucks. And then I'm finishing up this. I'm probably gonna take, this is basically like a creatine supplement, and obviously creatine helps you with your compound lifts, helps you with your strength and increasing the energy output of your muscles and your ATP. So I like to do this when I'm cutting just so I don't lose strength, because if you don't lose strength, chances are you're not gonna lose muscle mass. So I highly recommend you do at least some form of creatine. Either just get some plain creatine monohydrate or pick up some jet mass. And oh, one more thing, I like to snack on these chocolate rice cakes, only 15 grams of carbs and 1 gram of fat per serving. So it really helps me deal with like kind of that crunchy like potato chip craving or my chocolate craving. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone with the chocolate rice cakes. And that is pretty much it, guys. Nothing too crazy or fancy, just straight lean proteins and some good healthy fats and a lot of complex carbohydrates, a lot of electrolyte carbs. And this is going to allow you to, most importantly, keep all of your lean muscle mass while you're shredding, even increase your strength in the gym, keep that workout intensity really high, and burn fat so you can become shredded with a life. So if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. And also, I would love to help you guys out on your shredding diet. So let me know in the comments below your age, your current body fat, and the body fat percentage that you're trying to get to, and by what period of time. And I'll be glad to help you out as far as your protein and your carbs and your healthy fats. And if you're looking for a step-by-step blueprint to get shredded with a life and get that action figure aesthetic physique, make sure you check out my Shredded with a Life program. Simply go to shreddedwithalife.com or click the link in the description below, and I will see you guys on the next video.